Hello everyone, how are you doing today? I am so excited to be able to connect with you all today. Here I am just giving those so the system refresh as well. Here I believe I am live today here on Facebook. So welcome to Chatting with Karina in English. On Mondays we are going live in English at 12 p.m. East Standard Time. So here, please let me know that you're able to see me and hear me as well, okay? A lot of interesting things to share today here, Chatting with Karina, an opportunity to connect with the community as well. Feel free to comment below this video any questions you have regarding to today's topic, or maybe if you want to share an experience as well regarding to what we are talking about. Feel free to do so in the comments below this video, okay? So saying that, I would love to start here with today's topic. Today we are going to talk about cleanse. I titled this topic, or this Chatting with Karina, as cleanse, okay? And what an interesting topic. Before diving in, I would love to share with you all, anyone who is connecting with me here, first say thank you. Thank you for connecting with me today. I am so excited. My name is Karina. I am the founder of Living Without Limits with Karina Seda. I am helping people feel better, preventing or becoming independent from a stroke so that they can live and thrive without limits. A lot of things to keep going, keep working towards recovery, and more importantly, right, making that second chance at life one that lasts. So a lot of great things to keep working with people who want to prevent or become independent from a stroke, okay? So here I am so excited to keep talking right about cleanse. That is the topic we are talking about, and pretty much it is another way to look at how water helps us. As many of you know already, Living Without Limits with Karina Seda, we had been doing an event called Water Drinking Challenge throughout the summer. Pretty much we are at those last last few days in that event, but it has been very interesting to see how our body reacts to water when we have or keep having, right, keep drinking our water intake that our body needs in daily basis. So very interesting, and an event in the event as well, okay? So pretty much looking at a cleanse. What is cleansing, right? Cleanse. Here we are going to look, and we are going to share more information later in other weeks. But today I want to share this aspect of how the water helps us cleanse our body. Makes sense? Feel free to comment below if this makes sense with you all today. If you are connecting with me again, I want to say hi and thank you for connecting with me these few minutes. Feel free to say hi in the comments, or also share from where are you connecting from. So pretty much we are going to look at another way how water helps us, and that is cleansing our body. So the first thing to share today is about body detox. I don't know how many of you have heard about this concept, right? Detox, cleansing. Basically, it's a way of cleansing your body, taking out the things you don't want in your body. Make sense? So cleaning, the word that comes to my mind is cleaning, right? Cleaning our body. A lot of things, different aspects we can see this, the cleansing, right? The cleansing topic, different types of cleansing as well. We are going to go in deep later on with some of those as well, right? But it's a form of detox, like I am in that detox, taking out, everything is coming out of our body. I remember in one of the events recently, and in one of the weekends, I was sharing with another person, that it is an opportunity, right? When we are taking out those things from our body, we feel better in so many ways, right? So the way of looking at it is detox. Detox your body, okay? Another way of saying cleaning, cleansing. But also, I would love to share other things. For example, when we hear the word detox, cleanse, another thing that comes to my mind is digestive cleanse. How many of you experience throughout, maybe in the water drinking challenge, we talk about um, a lot of this aspect as well, of when we find out that we are maybe going to the restroom more often than before, until our body get used to it, right, to that water intake. So it is a way of looking this topic about cleansing, when everything is coming out one way or the other, right? I know I don't need to go in details on that aspect, but it's another way of looking, right, how water helps us in this concept about detox, cleaning, cleansing our body, okay? And that is one of the subtopic I was sharing is the digestive cleanse, okay? And here some of the people feel lighter, and I know this one is a big one for most of you. It also helps with weight loss, okay? A lot of people who are working towards having that desired weight, it also helps with that. A lot of things, when we are working with people and their goal is to lose weight, they find that by adding, right, or keeping that water intake help them to take things out in so many ways, right? Body out, the weight out as well, so they can feel better, they feel lighter, and so many things, so many benefits. We can keep talking in just that sharing. But before, staying in one of them, I would like to keep going, right? Another way of looking cleansing, right? Looking that detox, that way of detox. Another thing that comes to my mind and to keep sharing with other people is that it also helps to, it removes the impurities. I don't know how many of you remember in last week where I have the opportunity to share this beautiful experience that for my end was an unexpected one, right? Because I was in the water drinking challenge, keeping my water drinking challenge, my water goal on daily basis. But guess what? I found my body dehydrated, by any reason, right? And I found the body that dehydrated. So another things to share with that, right? When we have and we experience this runny nose, right? It is another way of cleansing. It is an opportunity. I remember I shared with one of my co-workers recently, no worry, I am in that phase of cleansing. I am in that detox phase of taking everything out of from my body. And one of the things that helped me as well is to keep that water intake. Makes sense? Makes sense how we can see this aspect, this way of looking, right? A cleansing, detox, cleaning, and how water also help us with that. A lot of things to to keep exploring in that way, but pretty much one of the things we share today, right, is to keep working and keep having and seeing and sharing those how water help us in so many ways. And today we share the aspect about cleansing, detox our body, feeling better, lighter, and so many other things we can keep talking about. But to recap today's sharing, we have the opportunity to share or talk about cleansing our body. That is another way of how water helps us. The first one we share here is the concept, right? The detox, cleaning, that action that is happening, right, when we are talking about cleansing. and we title or we put it right in that subtopic as detox your body. Okay, the second one we share, another way of looking at it, is when we are experiencing that digestive cleanse, right? When we feel lighter in some way or the other, or maybe we are starting that water intake and we find ourselves going to the restroom more often than before, for example. The third one we share today is about that it also removes the impurities, things that are not for your body, right? That our body doesn't need that at the moment. We find our body um, taking that out, right? So taking that out of our body. Okay, so feel free to post any questions if you have something to share. I know that some of you keep having this water drinking challenge until July the 30th is the last day we are um, talking about, right, or keeping that event going on. So feel free to share your experience. I know that a lot of people prefers to keep that, right, for them, like private. But feel free to share with the community. I keep saying that how helpful it is for for so many people being able to know about others people experience. Apparently, that is something, right, that people keep going through. Not only what they experience, right, but also how helpful it is to know how other people as well maybe what they experience, or it also help the community, right, keep us connected. So feel free to share that in the comments below. And as many of you know, if you are finding yourself that you want to keep working towards that, keeping your body healthy, health is important, right? Our health is very important. If you find yourself that you want to keep working towards that, keep working towards your goal, or you are ready to have that transformation, right, to work towards your goal, feel free to connect and take advantage for the links I am posting below these videos chatting with Karina. One of those links is my calendar. I am offering a breakthrough call for those people who are committed, who they want to work towards their goal, who they want to become healthy, prevent, or become independent from a stroke as well, or people who wants to keep their health, right, to keep that feel better in so many ways. We can keep talking about it. Feel free to take advantage about that breakthrough call. How you are able to find it is throughout my link, throughout my calendar. I am going to share the link to my calendar. The first thing you are going to find out is the type of the appointment. Feel free to select the breakthrough call to be able to explore and get deep in your goals, and also identify, right, if that is something you want to pursue, keep working towards that as well. A lot of things to explore, to share with all of you as well. So that is in the link below. And after you select the type, you're going to find the time zone. Another important aspect is to select the time zone where you are at. I know that we are connecting in different times throughout the world, right? Feel free to select, and that way you're able to see the availability that works for both. Makes sense? Feel free to comment below if you have any questions, if maybe something was not clear, or maybe you want to know more about that as well. Feel free to comment below this video, and let's connect, let's interact in the comments below. I hope that you all have a great day, a great week as well, and see you next Thursday in the Chatting with Karina in Spanish. Same time, 12 p.m. East Standard Time. Bye bye.